Because I really don't want to see Hillary become president. Like, no, it's not a good idea. I'd much rather see Bernie than Hillary. Bernie, I feel like some of Bernie's ideas really are like really inspiring and innovative, and it's a lot better than what I've seen in the past at least.
I took off work to be here today because it's the first time in my life that I'm finally excited about a presidential candidate. And I think that there's a lot of chaos going on in the current election process. We've seen that unfold on TV, and I think it's because there's an awakening happening. And I think that the souls are stirring, and the old templates are starting to crumble and fall away and make way for something new. And that something new is a political revolution, and it's all spearheaded by Bernie Sanders.
It's exciting. He's something I really support. He's a president. He's going to be the president that hopefully really encourages the arts. He's made a lot of promises, a lot of talk about in the past, where in our educational systems, art's lacking and it's starting to go downhill as far as how this is being brought up with it. The creative communities have declined, but also art is a part of culture, art's a part of history, a multitude of other things, and Bernie's going to be bringing that back hopefully, so it sounds very exciting.
Well, it's my birthday today, and I just decided that, this is a pretty good birthday present, I suppose. I learned about this literally just 2 days ago, and my mom decided that instead of taking me out to dinner, she'd let me go to this instead, and then she'd get me tomorrow. So this to me is just amazing. Like, this is my birthday present to myself, kind of. And Bernie Sanders is just my go-to man, I guess. His views, like, he cares about us people as people. He doesn't look at us like dollar signs. We're not a political investment. We're literally just human beings that he wants to help take care of. And he wants to lead us into an era that's not reverting back to what it used to be in the 60s. Like, this is not what we should be looking like, especially not when it's like comparing us back then, because Trump is trying to like kind of put us in that space. I don't want to be too political, obviously. I mean, I'm here. But Bernie Sanders is trying to move us forward, not bring us back.
I'm excited about supporting Bernie Sanders, and I'm hoping that something can break our way. I really feel my training is as an economist, and I really feel like the economy can never be good again until Wall Street is reined in, and they just haven't sufficiently been reined in yet. Until the fraud on Wall Street is brought to an end, they're going to draw all the money from any recovery that we might have. And so it's really very imperative that we, not just let things slide, which is what we've been doing.
There are a lot of things that I like about Bernie. Everything. It's really hard to narrow it down. I've never had a candidate that speaks to everything that I believe in. I've been here since 2:30. I skipped all of my classes.
Definitely, I like what he says about like education, because that is, to me, that's really important. Like me being a 28-year-old and definitely wanting to get back into school, that's like one big thing to me. Like definitely education, especially here in the state of Wisconsin.
I sort of really appreciate his honesty. I think that's really hard to find in a politician. I appreciate his views and support for GLBTQ rights, people of color, women, lower class, working Americans. I remember that I said there wouldn't be a presidential candidate that I'd ever support or come to a rally for unless it was Bernie Sanders, and that was probably 3 years ago, so it's really great to actually see that come to fruition.
I like Bernie because he's for the underdog, he's for the lesser, everybody. He wants everybody to have an equal voice. He's all around the best candidate that there is. He's the most truthful and most honest.
I really love what Bernie Sanders stands for. He's obviously the best candidate we have right now in the race, and it's getting smaller and smaller, so hoping that he really gets that Dem nomination. I don't even mind sitting here for 5 hours waiting to see him, because I know that we're all here to see the same person and we all believe in the same thing. So it's really awesome to share a collective thing with all of these people.
I love everything about Bernie. Bernie is honest. Bernie has not been backed by corporate America. Bernie speaks from the heart. Bernie believes in moving forward like the rest of the world with universal health care, along with free college tuition, at least undergraduate level. Bernie truly wants to see the country at its maximum, and I believe he's the only candidate that's able to do that.
This is my second Bernie rally. I'm a huge fan of the candidate. He covers so many different issues that are really close to my heart, and he's now in my backyard, so I had to see him. I love his inclusivity in terms of LGBTQ rights. I love that he's completely no fracking. I eventually want to be a farmer, and you can't farm without clean water. I like that he would rather spend our tax dollars on providing infrastructure, schools, healthcare instead of war. I don't think that we should be as involved in foreign affairs. There's a lot, yeah.